So why aren't you hearing from the narcissist after the discard? Hi, I'm Nanette, and welcome to my channel, Narcissism Exposed. Today, I'm going to talk about why the narcissist is not hoovering you, isn't trying to contact you, and you're not hearing from him or her. Well, the bottom line is, it all depends on the strong circumstances that the discard took place under. And when I talk about the discard, it doesn't matter if he or she discarded you or you discarded the narcissist. And the reason why is this. There's that boiling point that the narcissist cannot handle when you try to instill your boundaries, when you push against the grain and they flare up because you're rewriting the script, you're rewriting the narrative that the narcissist has already put into play, and you're not performing well. So the discard took place because you were starting to either rebuild your boundaries within the relationship or lay new boundaries down. And what happened is the narcissist couldn't take it, so he or she does its usual blow up and discards you. Or you decided enough was enough. I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to play these games anymore. I'm not going to read the script and perform with this person anymore. It's done, and you discard the narcissist. The bottom line or end result is that you're no longer tolerating their baloney. You're no longer tolerating their abuse, their tactics, their devaluing of you, their showing you that they have arrogance and they have illusions of what life together should be. And it doesn't include your input whatsoever. And none of us want that kind of situation. That is called control and manipulation. And I think that if we go through those cycles enough times, we finally realize that this isn't a person that actually wants some help, or, well, maybe they had a really hard childhood, or their previous relationship, as they'll often share, was so bad, and they just need time to heal. And you're thinking, well, if I show them enough compassion and empathy and sympathy, that will help them heal. But then if you keep seeing that the same loop is happening over and over again, you get what's called an awakening, and you begin to realize and understand that this cycle is never going to end, and all it's doing is draining your battery and making you feel less than who you really are. So when that discard happens because of your boundaries getting stronger, that causes a narcissistic injury. And the narcissist can't be around that, because what it does is it flames up shame within them. They feel very shameful, and they can't be in that type of environment. And so they run from the relationship, the terminated relationship, with their tail between their legs, because they are feeling humiliation and shame, and they have to do their last type of discard or devaluation of you. But you have gotten onto them. You have seen what their game is all about. You are putting up your boundaries. You are securing your safety. And the narcissist is running away with his tail between his legs. And that is what's going on. You have turned the tables, and you are the strong one. You are the person in power, the position in power over yourself. It's not even none of us should have power over anybody else. That's not your right. That's not what we do. What normal, decent, empathetic people do. We exert power over our own selves, over our mind, over our to have patience, to have empathy, have sympathy, compassion, to reach out and help people. These are things the narcissist doesn't know and doesn't really care about anyway. So that's what's happening in the situation. That's why you're not hearing from him or her. They are in a place of humiliation. They have been called out with you putting up your boundaries. In my personal experience, it was just before, about a week before Thanksgiving, and his family put out a group email announcing where the Thanksgiving celebration was going to be. And what I did is I texted the family back privately, explaining to them that I had broke off my engagement with the narcissist, and I explained to them why, kind of very matter-of-factly. There was no animosity or anger or anything like that, just letting them know that I appreciated them as a family and I thought they were all wonderful, but I was no longer going to be in an abusive relationship. And the response was so mind-blowing. It was really incredible, because none of them were actually surprised. In fact, one of his nieces said that, "Nanette, you're an extraordinary woman. You deserve somebody on the same page as you. We really thought you could help our uncle." I was amazed. And so the point being is that the narcissist really isn't fooling anybody. They're not fooling everybody, I should say. They are fooling some people, like the flying monkeys and minions, but there are a lot of very good people in the world, even in families of narcissists, that they see what's really going on. And a lot of them don't know how to deal with that person, so they just kind of tolerate them and put up with them at family get-togethers. And so yeah, they're not fooling everybody at all. They are under an illusion, that alternate reality of everything I do is showing what a great person I am, and I have everybody fooled. I'm telling my lies, doing my deceitful things, and I've got everybody in the narrative just where everyone needs to be. But that's really not what's happening, and it's a really sad situation, a sad place for these narcissists in their head, where they really think that they're fooling so many people. So in this final discard, in the termination of the relationship, you showed the narcissist that you had regained your power within your life, and you're not going to hear back from him or her, because they know you are not a force to be reckoned with anymore. And that once the game is over, it's end game, you're on to them. And so they know they can't even attempt to come back. So I know a lot of people say, well, they're not, you're not hearing from them because they're involved with their new supply, and perhaps they're all happy and settled in. First of all, the narcissist is never happy. We all understand that. They're never happy. They're fake happy. And fake happy doesn't equal happy, true happy. So it most times is not because they have a new supply. And right now we're in economic devastation with COVID-19. And it's most likely, this is a likely occurrence, that they've lost their job. The narcissist lost their job. They lost their home. They have to beg room with a relative or a friend. Can I sleep on your couch? They're at a very bad place in their life. So where they were trying to destroy your life and bring you down, and you finally call them on it, and you terminated that relationship for the final time, that brought on their own demise. Without you, grade A supply, they're really nothing. They're nothing. And so they're floundering right now. It would be such a humiliation to that person, to the narcissist, to come trying to knock on your door, because it would be like, hey, I'm broke, can I come back in? That would never be their style, because they're under their own illusion that they're so grand and so important, and when really they're not. And so yeah, what you did in that discard, and stay discarded, I call it terminating. You're the Terminator, but unlike Arnold Schwarzenegger, you will not be back. So you terminated that relationship and block that person, block that narcissist on all social media from your phone. I did that. So I've closed all the doors, locked all the windows, and that's the finality of it all. And you're not wondering what they're doing, because you're busy and engaged and involved with rebuilding your own life and your best version of yourself moving forward, and healing and growing and regaining all of the things that was so abundant in you that got broken down by the narcissist. So no more. This is a time where if you don't hear from the narcissist, thank God. This is a great thing. And you have won. You have won back your life. And in contrast with the narcissist, they have lost their life. Well, they've lost their life long ago in their alternate reality and illusion of themselves, and the fake relationships that they engage in, and they're never winning. So that's why you haven't heard. And I think that that's such a great sign that you actually made your mark and you claimed back your territory, and you said enough is enough, and you rebuilt or laid new boundaries, and you're going to stick to it. And now that you know the characteristics of narcissism and the abuse and the cycle of it, you are that much wiser. And you've grown from this experience, as horrible as it has been and devastating, but knowledge is power, and you are now empowered with what to look out for, and to help other people and teach other people, like these channels are doing, reaching out and exposing the narcissist for who they really are. And no longer are we looking behind us wondering, is the narcissist watching us? You know what? We now have eyes on the narcissist, as more and more exposure of their tactics are being revealed on the YouTube channels and other platforms. So they are the ones to be afraid, as they get backed into a corner and they have less and less space to play their game. So I hope you got something out of this video. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and let me know what your thoughts are about this topic, and leave them in the comment below. And again, if you have any prayer requests, please leave those down there as well. This is going to be a praying community where we are encouraging one another, and your story, as you leave them in the comments, that will help everyone else who follows here on this channel. So we're all helping each other. And until next time, stay blessed in your heart and walk in peace.